Day 22 of your returned exercise journey program with Jules. We're going to do our pelvic floor breathing in a stand. If you want to change up that position, fine with you, but we haven't done it in a standing position for a while. Let's just let gravity either help us or challenge us here with our breaths. And this way we can check back in with that rib cage on both sides with our hands. So thumb in the back, fingers in the front. Make sure I'm not scrunching your neck up. Keep that neck nice and loose. I'm going to look slightly down to help that. I'm going to inhale. Feel the ribcage expand out to the sides and into my thumbs, so I know there's some air going into the back. Belly comes forward just slightly, so that there's that even distribution of pressure down through my abdominal cavity all the way into my pelvis as I relax my pelvic floor without bearing down on it. There, I did it again. Exhale. Feel that ribcage come together, not pressing in. I'm not scrunching my abs, just letting it passively come in as the air comes out and lightly lifting that pelvic floor up. Again, inhale. 360 breath. Exhale. Let it all out. Inhale. Expand, relax, release. Exhale. Lightly draw up. In and out. And let's do our squeezes. Arms to the sides. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze. Relax. 50% squeeze. Relax. Remember, just the pelvic floor. Squeeze. Relax. Don't squeeze those glutes. Squeeze. Relax. And last one, squeeze. Relax. I feel like when we're standing, it's a lot more tempting to engage our glutes because they are already a little bit on, helping us maintain a standing position and posture. So don't let them get in. Let's do that one more time. Just with the quick squeezes, all right? So internal muscles, those ones you can't necessarily see or feel from the outside, just between that pubic bone and tailbone, right at all those holes. Lightly draw them up as I say squeeze. Relax. Squeeze. Relax. Squeeze. Relax. Squeeze. Relax. Last one, squeeze. Relax. All right, one long hold, really squeeze. And hold it. Keep breathing and talking. Try to keep it up. Relax. Okay. I am going to use a PVC as my support for some windmills. You can do these freestanding without a support, or you can also support with a wall or the back of the couch, chair, etc. This is my best option to show you. It's been a while since we've done these, but I think they're important. I think we should do them all the time. Should have done them more with us. Maybe you can now. So all my weight's on that front foot, and it's going to be a slightly bent. My weight centered in that middle of that foot, but I'm not going to move my knee or my hips. I am just going to move at that hip joint, lightly touching my toe in the back, dropping that hip down, internally rotating it back to center, and then externally rotating it again, trying to keep this knee straight. I'm not letting this knee move, and I'm not letting that pelvis slip in and out. It's just, the pelvis is moving, but it's just that joint leading the motion. This toe is pivoting in the back just for support. This arm is out here for support. I can also lift this back leg off the ground for a little bit additional balance challenge. Let's do like 5 on each side. Dropping, center, out. Try one with my toe off the ground. Yes. So we are stretching the pelvic floor. We are getting some hip mobility. We are practicing our balance, all of those things with those windmills. Okay, moving on with our warm up, we're gonna do some bridge walkouts. So let's get down on the floor. Oh yes, trusty bridge position. We love it here. I love it here. Hopefully you love it here. Roll those shoulders down to the ground so I'm not bracing with my arms. My arms should be nice and loose. My head should be, neck should be neutral. My shoulders can brace a little bit, shimmy them a little bit. Bring those hips up, not too high. Yay so. Yay so. Toes up in the air. See them there? I'm going to walk on my heels, keeping my hips off the ground, walking them out as far as I comfortably can while keeping my hips up, and then walk them down and then back out, out and back. If this is too much on your hammies, stick one leg out at like a 120 angle and then walk one leg at a time in and out for about 4, and then you can do the walk on the other side. So the standing leg on that heel at that 120 is getting most of the work. If this ever hurts your low back, relax, reset, re-engage. You should be squeezing here and here to protect that low back. And if you're not staying engaged there, that's probably why that back's hurting. And let's roll over onto our sides. We're going to do a side plank thread of the needle. So you can do these on a single leg, on your knee, here, or double leg on your feet here. Either way, your arm's in the air. I do prefer you on your forearm. This hand's gonna come down, so you're slightly dipping your shoulders down. That's okay, as long as the hip can stay fairly stacked and back out. 5, let's do 6 on each side-ish. Less or more depending on how hard this is feeling for you today. And if you are challenging yourself up on your toes, maybe you don't want to do quite as many. Here's the on the feet option. Whew, dropping down, and we'll go ahead and stand up. We're gonna do a Cuban press without weight, or if you have really light weights or water bottles, you can hold them. I'm gonna do it without weights. Starting with my arms to my sides, my thumbs are in, pulling my elbows up into that scarecrow position, rotating my shoulders, pushing my hands back so that they're in a nice straight plane, and then bringing up overhead, back down. So palms up, palms down to the floor. Scarecrow, goalpost, overhead, down. Trying really hard as we rotate to not do this and then this, right? Always keeping that nice neutral posture. And 8 to 10. Pretty sure I did that. Jumping jacks or stepping. So if I'm stepping out to the sides, my arms are still going up and down, or I'm fully jumping and my arms and my legs can be up at the same time. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Actually, I think that was a lot more than I needed to do. But that's fine. Back on the floor. We're going to repeat those 4 again. Didn't skip any this time. Yay, that's a win. Woo! All right, on our back, shimmy your shoulders in. Lift those hips on my toes. Walk them out. That is far enough. And back, keeping those hips up. Again, go to a single leg if you need to. All right, one more. Hamstrings are good, and turn on. Windshield wipers, can't help myself. Just love them. Let's do that real quick. Yes. And then short slides. Side plank through the needle on our forearms. evening myself out. So I'm going to do toes on this side and knees on the other side. Do which one is right for you today. Bonus to lift that leg. All right, and up to a stand. Cuban press. All right. Making sure that ribcage stays put. And I'm pushing my hands to the outside of that shoulder mobility, wherever that may be for me. If you're like hyper jointed and you're like going way too far, maybe still pause here. It's hard for me to maintain it, so I forget that some people can go a lot farther than I can. Whew, yes. All right, step or jump. 3, 4. I'm not going to double up this time. I'll do 10 of each. That sounds good. 10. Yes. We're warm. I'm warm. Hopefully we're all warm. Weights, medium or heavy if you have the option. And also option if you want to modify to an elevation to have something for your hands. Yay height, yay height, yay height, a wall. Hopefully by now you get the gist of elevating as needed. That's it. So, get some water. And we'll go. In 3, 2, 1. We're going to start with a single arm thruster. We have done thrusters. This is where you are going from a squat to a press, but we're doing it on a single arm, and then we'll switch sides. So we're going to do 5 or 6 on each side. I like my feet a little bit wider. Helps me. Resting that weight lightly on my shoulder, elbows inside. This arm I can put out for, counterbalance as I come down. Press up, ending with that arm right by your ear. Reset. If you need to do this in 2 parts, squat and then press, you can, but the idea is you can go heavier if you're using the momentum on those legs. So if you can pop that weight up, it's going to go a whole lot faster. So that's what's called thruster. You're thrusting that weight up in the air. And ideally, you're not starting to press until your hips have come through. So hips come through, and then you can pop that weight up, and we will switch sides. And 5. Looking straight ahead the whole time will help make sure that neck doesn't get all funky. Double weights. So grab our other weight. We're going to do a bent over row. Double weighted. So, hip hinge. We've done this before with a fly, but not with a row. I think we've only done singles, I believe. Roll the shoulders back. Make sure that head and neck is neutral. Spine is flat. Feel those hamstrings on that back side. They should be on, so I don't want to be here. This is forward, quads. Here's my hamstrings. Row. All the way down, full extension. Pull in a 90-degree angle towards your pockets. Squeezing the shoulders blades together, pulling my elbows up towards the sky. 8, 2, 10. And that's our 2 weighted things. Our next 2 needs no weight, need no weight. Skater jumps. All right, so we're going to go side to side. If we've done these, I am going to give you another option. So the modified version is a side shuffle, going side to side. Here we go. Back and forth. Or you can do it as a single leg takeoff, tapping the foot, or just landing on the single leg. If you want to add a little bit something to this time around, leg goes back, tap the ground. If you do this, you'll have a little bit in your spine, but don't bend as a fold over. We want to make sure this leg bends. So you're getting a nice, deep, almost like curtsy squat out of it as you jump side to side. Or don't. Or side shuffle, side step for I don't know, 10 to 12 total, maybe 15 to 20 total. Make it even 16 to 20, whatever feels good. Depends on how vigorous you want that today. I'm going to do a plank rotation. So we've done these previously as well, elevated. So if you're ready and you have been doing things fully on the floor plank-wise, you can take this to the ground. But I'll show you the elevated version to start. So if we remember, a push-up position should be weight shifted out over our wrists, so we have that nice straight line. We're not back here, so weight over, rotate open, head follows hand, trying to keep our hips still as we switch side to side. 4, 5, we're doing 8 to 10. If you're taking them to the ground, it looks like this. Ooh, I popped my back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, plant. 7. Now I've done way too many. 7's uneven. That's okay. We'll bring it back around. And that's my 4. Top of the order. Single leg thrust. Single arm. I don't know how to do a single leg thruster. That would be tough. All right. Starting with that same arm for me. Making sure my knees are tracking over my toes as well at the bottom, which is also why I go a little wider. 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend over row. And grab my other weight from the side, hip hinge. Feeling that back side. Again, not here. Here. So chest is fairly far forward. Shoulders rolled back. Pulling to my hips. Set in. 8, 9, 10. I feel that backside the whole time, and my weight stays evenly in the middle, even in the middle of my foot. I'm not rocking to my heel or my toe as I do this. All right, skater jumps. Here's my options. Or that was 6, 6, 6. Oh, pretty good count. 18. I can do 20. Yeah, you can do it. And plank rotations, I'll bring it to the ground on my toes again, making sure I'm rocking forward. Same thing as on the elevation. I'm nice and stacked, my wrists under my shoulders. Twist open, nice straight line from wrist to wrist. Back down, and I can rotate my ankles, by the way. I'm not keeping on my toes. I'm rotating open to like a side plank here. If this feels like too much, do less or go to elevation. This is not really one that I want you to or you can do from your knees. So elevate, go higher. You can also go on a wall to do those rotations. I'm talking a lot. Not surprised. Catch my breath. Back to the top of the order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow these down if you need to. I mean, I've just done it a bazillion times, so I'm going fast, but slow. Slow's harder, actually. Take it back. Pop those hips. You can pause and go slow in between. That's better. Pop. And 4. And 5. For whatever reason, I always am recording when a dang garbage truck is going by. What is with that? I need to plan better, I think. All right. Hip hinge over. Again, head and neck neutral, shoulders roll back. I am mostly feeling this in my hamstrings, not my quads. And pulling my shoulder blades together, elbows towards the sky. Pause at the top if you want to make sure you're getting that full range of motion. All the way down to the bottom. Keep that core engaged. little over halfway. I feel like it should be more. Less talking. That'll help. Ah, 16 time. Yeah. Elevator rotations. Shift my weight forward. Opening up the feet as well as the chest, keeping those hips square. Sisters. As I get tired, make sure that weight doesn't pitch me forward. Get that elbow up. Aiming right by my ear. Hip hinge and roux. Skater shuffle. I'm going to do the shuffle for the whole time this time. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. And on the hands for my planks. And the toes, good positioning, pushing away from the floor, core is engaged, not letting those hips drop. My feet are slipping, which means I'm kind of resetting them every time. That's okay. I'd rather reset my feet with a little shuffle than end up like way back here. That's what I'm feeling again. Oh, love, hate my thrusters. I'm gonna start with the other arm. Why not? Pop it up. Other side. And hinge. Check in. Are you here? Go here. Heck yeah, Jules. I've heard you say it a million times. Easy to forget. Shoulder blades pull. Elbows go high. Whew. Those are getting tiring again. Remember, you can pause here. Hold. A, it's harder, but B, it also makes sure you're getting as high as you can go. Not cheating that range of motion. Skitters. There, 10. Oh, down. Hi. Da 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 da. Back to the floor. at my feet because I feel like I need a little more stability through my hips. 2 more. Let's do 10 this time. Yes. Top of the order, minute and a half left, or just under. That's wonderful. Last thrusters, hopefully, I think. At least for a little while. Knees are getting a little jiggly in the middle. I don't want to let them collapse. Push them out. Push them out, Jules. Okay. Last row. Slow it down. My last couple. Pause. Good hold. Yes. And finish myself off with 10 seconds of skitter jumps. There it is. Good work, guys. I always think of bring it to the floor. No Beyonce song. Yeah. No. Okay. Seated pigeon. It's not on our backs. Feet planted, like I'm gonna do a global bridge. But one knee comes across. You can start with it on the ground and then bring it up as high as you can get it. But you need to be able to have that straight arms and hopefully like not a rounded spine. So yeah, adjust that bottom foot as you need to. Maybe get a little sway side to side. This should feel good. On those hips, mostly the bent knee hip for sure. But if getting in this position is not working for you, you can always lay back on your back again. Put your back down if you need to, if this is too deep or too much for you to get into. Rock, little rock, little rock. All right. Try not to short us here on this pigeon. The longer you stay, the more loose you'll feel. Oh yeah, I can move in a little bit like that. Other side is the tight side. We'll see how that goes. Turn my foot out so I can switch. I'm going to start down here, then pull that foot up. Oh yeah, kind of readjust myself. Because this side is tighter. Oh, I need that foot to be out a little bit more. And a little rock side to side. Try to breathe, relax. There's the spot. Oh, there's that yawn. It's been in there wanting to come out. There it was. They feel good, don't they? Getting that extra oxygen in. Oh, now I can go a little bit higher, I think. Yep. Readjust. Relax. All right, let's take a weight off the shoulders, should we? Shall we? Coming over into a child's pose. I love this one. So we're still getting a little bit of hip love, pelvic floor love, but now we can let those shoulders relax and stretch. Forehead to the floor. Fingertips go out as far as you can, and then walk them over to the right. Left fingertips past the right if you can. Relax there. Little extra stretch down the side of your body. And a little bit of re-engage. Walk them over to the other side. So now my right fingertips are going a little bit past my left. Back to center. Up to all fours. Tuck the toes under. Hips up and back for down dog. Push the head through. Nice straight line from my wrist to my hips. You can pedal that out if you want, meaning one heel, then the other heel. Oh, yeah. Especially if you did those single leg calf raises recently from day 21. If you did, definitely might want to get those calves. All right, walk the feet to the hands, hands to the feet, hand forward fold. Sway and slowly come up, arms overhead. Good work. See you soon.